Traders at UBA expect improved system liquidity to trigger buy sentiment for the rest of the trading week. Chuka Nwachukwu, head of ALM and balance sheet management at UBA, joins me now for more market updates. Chuka, thank you so much. Pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you, Esther.
Well, bring us up to speed on trading action so far today.
Okay, let me start with this week. We experienced increased system liquidity, like you rightly mentioned, due to FAC payment, which came in on Monday. Well over 944 billion came into the system, and that's greatly improved liquidity in the system. We saw a drop from 24.5 levels overnight, OBB, and dropped to 5 to 5.5% yesterday, and so that has actually driven the activities in the market, where we've seen we also saw this played out on the fixed income market, where we've seen bullish sentiment on the T-bills and in the bond market as well.
Now we heard that there may be an OMO auction tomorrow, I guess, depending on liquidity levels at the market. Talk to us, how that could impact rates if that does happen.
Yeah, it's still a possibility, no announcement yet, but I'm sure the feelers is as a result of the last OMO auction, which came as a surprise. About 150 billion, was offered, and the rate was significantly increased from 10% levels to 14.7 levels, and so that's obviously why most of the industry watchers feel that there's going to be an OMO auction tomorrow.
Okay.
System liquidity opened quite robust, as at yesterday was around over 600 billion, and so I guess that obviously necessitated the feeling that there will be an OMO auction tomorrow.
How is the market reacting to the announcement from the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy that the government will turn down, just take a step back from, borrowing, as it were? How do you see that impacting rates? I know that the one-year paper is somewhere at 13%. Could that come down?
Yeah, the one-year paper came out at 13.97. It's currently trading around 11 levels, 10, upper 10, and sub 11. And so that announcement really was made on Monday after the Federal Executive Council meeting. I believe that the government is basically looking at other means, looking at the physical aspects of raising funds. And so the market hasn't really reacted towards it, because really what's actually happening in the market is the liquidity constraint and then uncertainty in terms of policy direction. And so with this announcement from the coordination minister, I believe that the market will begin to look at it critically, and that will now reflect on the activities on the fixed income market.
Right. I want us to quickly talk about the corporate bond market. I was asking a trader earlier today, and he was talking about the rates being somewhere like the one-year paper at 13%, then perhaps he said probably with a premium of an additional 3 or 4 basis points. So he said corporates could raise commercial papers somewhere at around 15 to 16%. Do you share that sentiment?
Yeah, if the corporate, those issuing corporate bonds really want to make impact, especially competing with the government bond that is highly liquid, they have to make the yield, very attractive. And so if government 2053 bond, for example, is trading around 16 levels, anything short of 15.5, for corporate bonds will really not be so attractive. So they really have to make it attractive to be able to compete with the government bonds. All
right, let's wrap this up with the FX market. Bring us up to speed. Where's the Naira today?
The Naira currently trading around 773.05 levels. There hasn't been much different between now and last week. It's just hovering around that range, and it obviously has to do with supply and demand. And
right.
So, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Chuka. Always a pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you for talking to us. Chuka Nwachukwu, head of ALM and balance sheet management at UBA.